Good morning, YouTube. Happy Tuesday. Live stream is up. Nobody's here yet. Marie and Noah are in the house. First two. Sav's here. Oh man. A bit sluggish this morning. Hey now. John Hines in the house. Thumbs up already. Love it. How's everybody doing? Yeah, Marie, it's going to be early this week because RJ's here. So he's actually getting extra video game time this morning. And then when the live stream ends, he'll be out here to do his schoolwork. I will be watching the unboxing video. I'm very excited to check that one out. That I'll watch ahead of some of the other ones I'm behind on. I'm watching The Phantom right now for National Superhero Day. Did not know that was today. Have I seen it? No, I have not seen The Phantom. Movie Hunter, what's going on, man? Dev's been watching the Chipmunks movies. Nice. I remember enjoying the first one, thinking the second one was okay, and then after that, was not a fan. Oh man. I wonder if people aren't getting notifications again today because for some reason we're only at 8 and usually it climbs up fairly fast and it seems like we're only at 8, maybe because it's too early, maybe because I don't know. But it'll be at 9:45 today and Thursday is the plan. Um, and then probably back to normal next week where it's like 10:30 Tuesday and Thursday, but so weird. I got an email but no notification yet. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't know why people aren't getting notifications. Like, this is crazy. There's only 9. Like I said, not that a ton of people are in the stream, but usually it gets up to 40 and usually up to 20 pretty quickly. Um, so I have my next stack of movies pulled out to talk about at some point during the live stream. Crazy Joe's in the house. Crazy Joe and I did a video that will be coming out. Well, you'd have to ask Joe when it's coming out, but Crazy Joe and I had a talk the other day and did a video, so that'll be coming out sometime in the near future, I would assume. Aaron's in the house. What's going on, Aaron? Yeah, no, it seems like certain stores, depending on what the ratio is for patients to population, can start reopening in the middle of May. It looks like, but in the area we're in, it's still a very like far off um, ratio. So I don't know if that'll happen soon. That includes the area Dave lives in, especially where Crazy Joe lives in. So hopefully we don't lose flea market season and um, yeah, hopefully we don't lose all that. They already demonetized the video I was going to release today. Is it the one with WM1 in it? So, like I said, we're 5 minutes in. Hopefully, we get some more people in here, get some more people in the house. Khaleesi's gonna come bang on the table that the The phone's on. Wow. They demonetized the censored version. That's wild. Rice is in the house. Favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Trading Places. Oh man. RJ or Khaleesi, stop it. Stop. Hey, Khaleesi. Martinez Joe's in the house. Oh, Marie's baking cookies. So hopefully I get digital cookies later on today. Stop it. The cat's meowing in the hallway. Sev updated his Toy Story movies from DVD to Blu-ray. Nice. Nicole's in the house. What's going on, sis? Oh man, I am not awake. Shh. Bowfinger is a good movie, Joe. I think. Do I have that on Blu-ray? I do have that on Blu-ray. I'll have to revisit that at some point. Rice says, anything you're watching on Netflix at the moment? Um, hmm. Not right now. Bridget and I are watching McMillions, which is pretty fantastic. Um, have a big stack of movies pulled out for next week to dive into. Um, no, says my mom used to go through all the names in her head until she got to the right one. Movie Hunter says, don't forget The Golden Child. I'm not the biggest fan of The Golden Child, honestly. I mean, it's good, but I'm not a huge fan. SWFC's in the house. What's going on? Doing all right. Just a little tired. John says, will you watch Extraction? I'm not really excited about it. I've heard really mediocre things, so I will probably pass on Extraction. Sev says, have you seen The Mandalorian? I have not. I needed a Star Wars cleanse for a while. I'm burnt out on the Star Wars movies. So obviously the Star Wars show, I'm gonna take a little break. I will watch it, but it'll be a little while before I watch it. Maybe when like season 2's officially coming out, I'll dive into season 1. Extraction was okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard. I just really wasn't excited about it. There is a lot of cool stuff coming to Netflix in May. I'm really excited about the show Hollywood. It looks very good. Nicole is running to the store today, which she's not looking forward to. I don't blame you there. I have to take my car to get inspected tomorrow. I forgot all about my car inspection being due the end of April because I haven't been driving. And so I'll take that and drop it off tomorrow morning and then come right back home and then go pick it up. John Hines says, I'm craving some 2020 movies to add to my watch list. Was entertained by it. Yeah, Seth says Mandalorian is awesome. Yeah, I've heard really good things. SWFC Justice League arrives on Netflix in May. That's surprising, especially with HBO Max debuting in May. I thought that all the DC stuff was going to be on HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. Noah says Hollywood looks amazing. I agree. Marie says digital, cute face. Some stuff doesn't come to physical. I gotta watch it where I can. We're up to 18. It's slowly getting there. My buddy John's gonna stop by today, and we have to do a social distance swap. He found the sour beer I've been looking for, the Kool-Aid sour beer. So he's dropping that off for me, and I have some movies for him. So we'll do like a bag exchange and put it down and walk away. It's so ridiculous. Uh, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Yvonne Slat, what's going on? By the way, the name of the live stream is thanks to Jacob J2H. He came up with it. I just added a little bit to it. Um, Rice says, "What do you think of Lion King 2019?" It's coming up on an upcoming review video. I go off on a rant when we talk about Lion King. That'll actually probably be this week's review video that drops. Um, Movie Hunter says beer that tastes like Kool-Aid sounds dangerous. Yeah, it's well. The good thing is like sour beer, you might be able to have like it comes in a 16-ounce can. Um, Usually I only have one. It's not like a beer that you drink like five or six of. It's usually like one ice cold can and you're good. Um, so um, Burners asking for my Eagles draft pick thoughts. I honestly do not know because I don't pay attention to college football at all. Um, I know a lot of people are upset about them. I'll kind of do more research if and when football season's coming and look into them. Can't wait for the Lovebirds to come out on Netflix. Yeah, I'll be watching that. I think My Spy is going to be coming out on Amazon, which is cool also. Oh, I'm one of your son's friends. I'll let him know you said hi. What's your first name, and I can let him know. Joey Hockey Puck, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I mean, Joe, I'm not expecting anything amazing, but it's nice to see a 2020 release on Netflix. Um, I'm looking forward to just something new that I don't have to pay $20 to rent. Favorite wrestler from the Attitude Era? Probably. It's probably The Rock. I mean, I know yeah, it's probably The Rock. Dylan. Okay, I'll let him know. Hopefully, football happens. Need to redeem my fantasy football team and beat you this year. It's true. We are in a fantasy league together, Martinez. I'd be so bummed if there was no fantasy football this year, man. I don't even want to talk about it. It'd be awful. Um, hey, Harry, how are you? Thoughts on new Scooby Doo movie getting released on streaming services? I think it's a good idea. I think that it sucks because of it not not going to theaters, but right now nothing's going to theaters, so I think it was the good decision. I think it was the smart decision. Um, I think it'll do well there. I have hot tea this morning. Sev, Jonathan, Pledex, two's in the house. What's going on, man? Don't want to hurt you, but yard sales, flea markets will be limited if they happen. My thoughts. Yeah, but you got to consider the kind of people who set up at a lot of flea markets. A lot of people are going to be hurting for money, Murray. I think you're going to see a lot of them. I just think the process is going to be a lot different. I think people definitely wear masks for a while. Most people, some people at Joey Baseball won't wear a mask. But I think you'll see a lot of masks. And I think you'll see a lot of like lysoling, decontaminating, stuff sitting in bins for a little while, and then wiping them down really well. So, you know, Rice says favorite animated Disney movie from the '90s, Aladdin. Sav's drinking tea too. SWFC says it's a good idea, but the pricing is steep to rent or buy the Scooby Doo movie. I disagree. Especially if you're like a family of three or more. to go out to the movies, it would have cost you probably $30 or more to go to theaters. So to rent it for 20 or buy it for 25, I don't think. Plus, it's going to cost a lot of people buy digitally anyway. So the $25 is maybe $5 to $10 more than the digital would cost if you were buying like something that comes out, today. Um, but Brandon says, I'm curious what movies are going to be playing in Texas and Georgia as theaters are opening this week. It's surprising that, because I haven't heard anything about Regal reopening, or AMC said they're not opening till July. So I think a lot of it's going to be like independent theaters, and there's probably independent movies that can play, or like classics that'll play. Have you watched any British comedy TV series? No. Kyle says, do you think Tightrope will come to 4K? Probably not. Hold on one second. I forgot to check something before the live stream. All right. Aaron asked an interesting question. She said, "Do you think physical releases are going to take a hit because of all this?" Um, yes and no. I think what you're going to see is, obviously there's a lot of stuff that needs to get released physically, probably in the next month now. Stuff like Bloodshot, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Hunt, The Way Back, all the stuff that was pushed as like rental at home type titles. So it's going to be great for them, because people who didn't want to pay $20 to rent it might spend $20 to get it physically. But what's going to really hurt is after all that stuff comes out, and new movies have not been coming out the last 2 months now, you're going to notice a lag of like, there's no new titles coming out unless people are releasing TV show seasons or like stuff to catalog for the first time. You're going to see a lag in new release sales, and that's going to hurt business in general, for movie sales, because there's no new movies that are coming out physically. Um, Ollie says, "Hey Rick, how was your weekend?" It was okay. Another lazy weekend. Um, SWFC says, "I think when cinemas reopen, they should release classic movies." Yeah, that's gonna happen for sure. Kevin, good morning. I went to check today's new releases. Nothing like fantastic for like new stuff. The rhythm section is coming out. The title I'm excited about that's releasing today, that I pre-ordered from Amazon, that they don't know when it's going to ship, is Just One of the Guys, is finally coming out on Blu-ray. My Girl 2 is being released to Blu-ray today. Guns Akimbo from Lionsgate with Daniel Radcliffe is coming out today. There's also some Criterion. The thing that stuck out in my head was Grand Budapest Hotel, even though I'm not a fan. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if like stuff like My Spy and Lovebirds, because it's on Netflix or Amazon, um, I'll be curious to see if they get physical releases. But stuff like Trolls World Tour and um, Scoob will come out to Blu-ray eventually after a few months. Um, Jacob's in the house. Yeah, it seems to be the issue, that people weren't notified. I did give you credit for the name of the live stream, though. SWFC FC says, I want to see Rhythm Section, but the reviews are bad. I was not a fan of that movie. It was very boring, in my opinion. My girlfriend and I both did not care for it. Erin wasn't a fan either. I'm pretty sure. Erin, you didn't like Rhythm Section, right? PlatX2 says, I saw quite a few new Dollar Tree haul videos came out yesterday. I want to check out my Dollar Tree, but I don't want to be in stores. Um, I've basically been looking on Blu-ray.com. I watched Cinema Sickness's video that's coming out where he went to a Dollar Tree. I've accumulated a list of stuff I would like to find. I don't need any of it. Um, but I actually had somebody reach out to me on Instagram that was at a Dollar Tree, and they grabbed a couple titles off of my, quote unquote wish list for Dollar Tree, and I just paid the shipping, which is nice. So it's going to cost me more than $1 a title, but $5 for two movies is okay. Yep, Aaron says snooze fest. I agree. Rhythm Section not worth watching, let alone buying. So yeah, Joe Martinez went to a Dollar Tree. He said they had 4 boxes. There's nothing great. Dave went to a couple Dollar Trees. There's some decent stuff, but nothing like wow, like what an amazing find. I have heard rumors of the Divergent Steelbook being at Dollar Trees, which I own the 3 movies on 4K in a pack, so I wouldn't buy that. I used to own a couple of Divergent Steelbooks, but got rid of them. Brandon says, I'm hoping to upgrade Blow. I have this issue. Dollar Tree gets a lot of Canadian Blu-rays, and I despise French on a spine. So if it's a Canadian release and it doesn't have French on the spine, I will buy it. But if it's Canadian release with French on the spine, usually I will not buy the movie. And Blow that people are finding is the French version. Ollie says, have you seen Bad Times at the El Royale? If so, what did you think of it? Yes, and I enjoyed it. I was actually contemplating, somebody had it on Macari for $11 brand new on 4K. And I have the Blu-ray, and I was thinking about upgrading, but I think I'm just going to stick with the Blu-ray. Jess from New Mexico's in the house. I found some TV seasons I was looking for at Dollar Tree. Nice. Jess, I just watched Dave's video of the unboxing. Some cool stuff there. Brandon says, I'd also pick up the iHeart Independent 10 movie collection. Yes. Now that's one, if I came across it, I would get, because I'm pretty sure I own like 3 or 4 of those movies and could go to a single case and save space. I know, Brandon, besides Bernie, which is probably the best movie in there, what else is in that set? I know Bernie's in there. I want to say there's a Woody Harrelson movie. Maybe Rampage is in it. Is it Rampage or Rampart? Let me see. I think it's Rampage, if I'm not mistaken. Rampart. I was close. French Canadian. I'm not a fan either. We're looking for Driven. Yeah, Driven's on my wish list. Get Carter's on my wish list. Nerve, which is the Canadian release with the slipcover, I would love to get. I have the regular version, but it's missing the DVD. Rice says, "Do you think the Batman is going to be good?" I have high hopes. Yeah, Driven's crazy because that was an out of print movie. I remember Dave and I found copies at Game Traders Club, and I don't know if Dave sold his, but I sold it for like, I want to say like $30 or $40, and the price is going to get like smacked down on Driven, but it would still be a cool movie for $1 now that I would own and add to my collection. Bohemians in the house. Hey Rick, hope you're having a good day. Thank you. Jessica said there were a ton of Nerve Blues at the Dollar Tree here. Jessica, maybe can you email me maybe after the live stream? If I don't know if you plan on going back out. If not, I totally understand. I can send you the list of stuff I'm looking for there. I would definitely like a copy of Nerve if it had a slipcover, and I would send you money can talk, like I said, email me or Instagram message me or Facebook message me if you don't mind. If you're planning on going back, I'm not trying to. What Nicole said, yeah. So Best Buy lowered Disney Steelbooks again on Saturday morning. It's like the fourth week in a row. And I was going to get Sleeping Beauty and 101 Dalmatians for $8. I just couldn't do it. I already own them on Blu-ray. It's not like a 4K upgrade. Ollie says, "Did you watch Crazy Joe's latest video? I agree with everything he said, and it's a sham because it's going to ruin franchises." Um, it's funny you mentioned that. Joe and I did a video the other day, and we talked about his video that came out yesterday. So in an upcoming video, I give you my thoughts on it. Um, do you think there's going to be a Baby Driver 2? Rice asked. Yes, I do. Brandon says also Mind Gamers is awful. Yeah, I on the Blu-ray.com message board, people were saying it wasn't worth $1. Like it's a pretty terrible movie. It didn't seem interesting to me. Bernard's in the house. Hey, hope y'all are okay. Same to you. Sure thing. Yes, I'm going back in a while. I'm trying not to sneeze. Hey Jay, how are you? Awesome, Jessica. Yeah, like I said, if you can shoot me a message, I'll send over the list that I'm looking for, and like I said, I can PayPal you some money and cover shipping and everything. Jay Jarvis, hello. Hi Jay, how are you? I think I said that already. Nicole, I got 101. We didn't have the Blu-ray yet. I missed Guardians and Thor. Yeah, both the first two Thor movies were $7.99 on 4K. Marie says, I love Baby Driver. I love that opening scene. I want the 6 steelbook you got one day. Which one? Because I have the 4K steelbook and I have the Blu-ray steelbook. I personally love the artwork on the Blu-ray steelbook. I like the artwork better. Zev says, I will not buy from CEX. Have you? We don't have CEX in the States. We only have it in, you only have it in the UK, I think. Martinez Joe says the Blu-ray steelbook. Yeah, I agree. The Blu-ray steelbook is fire. Jay says I'm not too bad, but I need to get my own place someday. One day you will. Felicity's rubbing herself against the table. Blu-ray probably. I saw your vid. You said you like that one better. I do as well. Have you seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Stir Crazy? Nope. They're both on my shelf. I will eventually watch them, but I do own both on Blu-ray. Or maybe I don't own Stir Crazy. I know I own Silver Streak. I definitely own See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Yeah, I don't have Stir Crazy. All right, well, we're about halfway through. I'm planning on doing an hour today. So most of you, except for Jacob, liked when I did the collection discussion, like grab a handful and go through. There's so much coming in, I can't keep up. Joe Martinez says you have to watch them as well as Singing in the Rain and Sound of Music. I'm working on locking down my copy of Singing in the Rain, so I will own that soon. And Sound of Music I have, so I'll be diving into that at some point. See No Evil, Hear No Evil is a classic movie. Jay says I'm trying to find a good cheap place in Toronto or London, Ontario. Joe got more packages. Joe's gonna have videos for us for the next like 2 months. The guy has so many packages he hasn't unboxed. I don't know who's talking because I have like 10 videos uploaded and ready to drop. So speaking of that, if you guys didn't know, I dropped a bonus video yesterday. It has my review of Come to Daddy that was sent to me by Lionsgate to review. Tomorrow I'll be dropping April week 1 reviews, and then Saturday I'll be dropping a pickup video. Rice says, do you think there will be more streaming services? Well, I mean, there's going to be HBO Max. There's going to be the Peacock Network. So, yes, there are more streaming services coming. J2H says, work call, had you muted? What did I miss? we're getting ready to do your favorite portion, Joe, Jacob, where I talk about a portion of my collection. No Crazy After Dark tonight. Kira has been sick, and I haven't had good sleep in 2 days. Oh, Joe, are are we going to do the podcast next Tuesday? Did you talk to Jacob? I hope Kira feels better though. It's never fun when kids are sick. Yeah, Joe has enough for about 20 videos, about 300 titles. Yeah, Joe has a ton of stuff. Nice. Yeah, so next week I will be joining Crazy Joe and J2H on the Megapodtastic podcast. So that's exciting. So yeah, everybody send their well wishes to Kira. Hopefully she feels better soon. Hopefully Joe gets some sleep at some point. We're gonna dive back into the collection. So the last title I showed you guys last Thursday was 30 minutes or less. And the next title, one that was just an unboxing video I released, is 30 Rock. This was sent to me by Mill Creek to review. So I'm excited to dive into this show. It's a series that I have not yet watched. I love the cast of the show. I love the writers of the show. So I'm excited to dive into this one. Have not yet seen an episode of this, so I'm very excited to check it out. So that's the start of next to 30 minutes or less. What do we got here? Aaron says, how do you determine or predetermine what movies to watch for the next week? I spend way too much time deciding what I'm in the mood for. A lot of it will just be like Bridget and I talking and saying like, oh, you know what I haven't watched in a while, or you know what new movie we haven't seen. And then because I have RJ one week and then don't have RJ, I kind of stockpile all the stuff that's non-RJ appropriate. So like right now, I want to say I have like 12 or 14 movies set aside, hopefully that Bridget and I will get through next week. And then for RJ, the stack was a lot smaller because he's getting a little burnout movies. He's getting a little burnout on watching like multiple movies a day. So we're kind of like watching one movie. And the Indiana Jones franchise was one we wanted to check out. I also pulled out Mr. Deeds and Big Daddy. We watched Mr. Deeds. I wanted to watch Clue and Ready Player One. Ready Player One, just watching Doctor Sleep made me want to rewatch Ready Player One because of a certain scene in the movie. Plus, I haven't rewatched it since I saw it in theaters. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of like, I look at my shelves, and if I'm like hard pressed to find something to watch, which usually isn't an issue, I'll just like force myself to choose like a section of shelves and pick a movie from it. But between live streams and just conversations with Bridget about what kind of stuff we want to watch, and in the stack there's comedies, there's action, like it's a variety of stuff. So all right, so next up, my hot tea's cold. Next up after 30 Rock is 300. One of the most common Blu-rays that people come across. This Dark Knight. What are some other really common ones? This and Dark Knight are the ones usually you see most frequently out and about. Stuff like Night and Day, you see a lot. But 300 is a movie a lot of people own. A great action movie based on the Frank Miller graphic novel. Who is this directed by? Zack Snyder. So, but yep. So 300. Ollie says, never seen that. Is it worth checking out? Yeah, absolutely. More so than I can say for this. 300 Rise of an Empire. This being the Blu-ray 3D Blu-ray DVD combo pack with the cool lenticular slip there. Was not a huge fan of this movie, but the completionist in me is the big reason I own this. Joe, I'm not big on period movies either, but 300 is so like violent and gory that trust me, it's 300. And this has, I want to say this has what's her name, Ava Green, and I want to say she's topless. I don't know about Lena Headey, but so that's another a perk of the second one. J2H headed to Dollar Tree after this. Yeah, just just give me a call. I don't have anything going on the rest of the day. I'll turn the volume up on my phone. Martinez Joe says I need that slip. I'm keeping the slips there. But 300 Rise of an Empire. This is being found. This is at Dollar Tree. Easy, very easy to find at Dollar Tree. I don't know about with the slip. Yeah, you could call us both and do a conference call. That would be fun. We never did our Zoom call. Um, Nicole's going to Dollar Tree later. Okay, yeah, I'll have to send my list to multiple people and keep posting everybody so people don't rebuy stuff for me. So next, I guess this is under 4 because it's a 4 film favorite set. Um, is 4 film favorites of Will Ferrell. I actually owned all these individually, so this set was nice to save on shelf space. You got The Campaign with Zach Galifianakis, Blades of Glory with John Heater, Semi Pro, and then Old School. Old School obviously is the gold on this set. I enjoy all the movies, but Old School is the best movie in this set by far. Plus, has the slip. A lot of these you only find them without slips anymore. But this one had the slip cover, so that was pretty awesome. I forget where I got this. I want to say it was a Facebook deal, probably. Um, Jacob says, I have those for a Night at the Roxbury and a 5 pack. That must be a DVD 5 pack because Night at the Roxbury isn't on Blu ray, if I'm not mistaken. So, this is another fun set, the 4 film favorite collection with those guys. The Will Ferrell set. Next is a very good R-rated. I guess we call it like a sex comedy, like a romance film, and that is 40 Days and 40 Nights with Josh Hartnett, also starring Shannon Sossamon as the co-lead there. Who else is in this? It's just a bunch of like there's familiar faces in it, but Josh Hartnett and Sharon Sossamon are the stars of this flick. Somebody's asking how many 4 movie favorites do I have? I think that's the only one because that's the only one that are that's under 4. So I would guess that's the only 4 movie favorites that I have. Yeah. So only seen The Campaign and Blades. Oh, you got to check out Old School, Ollie, if you haven't seen it. Jay and I were talking about Night at the Roxbury. I'd like that one. Yeah, Night at the Roxbury is a goofy movie, but Nicole says I haven't seen Semi Pro. Semi Pro's okay. It's been a long time since I've watched it, but 40 Days and 40 Nights is a really fun movie. Basically, Josh Hartnett's character is, I don't want to say he's a womanizer, but he hooks up with different girls. And he makes a vow to basically go without sex for 40 days and 40 nights. He meets Shannon Sossamon's character there, and he falls in love with her. And she thinks there's something weird, and there's a big bet going on at the place he works at if they can get somebody to break his vow. And it's about their story and how they form a deeper connection without having sex. So it's a bit of an, like I said, it's R-rated, but it's a good movie. Erin says she watched this on a plane next to strangers, uncomfortable. I could see that. Nicole says good flick. Yeah, I'm a fan of that film for sure. Next is a classic R-rated comedy, one of the best of the Apatow gang films, and that is 40-Year-Old Virgin, this being the unrated flick. This movie has so many stars in it. So many people who, when this came out, may not have been huge stars, like Steve Carell. This was a breakout role for him. I'm trying to remember what year it came out. 2005. So The Office was on, but it wasn't like a huge film or a show at that time. Snotter Otter's in the house. But like Kevin Hart's in this movie, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, Steve Carell, Leslie Mann, Khaleesi, stop it. Kevin Hart has a very small role. Jonah Hill has a great cameo in the movie. But this movie's fantastic. So funny. Um, just and the bonus features on this. Blu-rays like this don't really come out anymore. Like this was just the standard like release of 40-year-old virgin. The bonus feature list there. Let's see if I can like so much in the bonus feature department. Dig Palooza, 30 minutes of deleted scenes, commentary, Linorama, auditions, raw footage, rehearsals, a roundtable, a Cinemax special, a gag reel, all sorts of stuff. Elizabeth Banks is in the movie as well. Um, Ollie says, "Did you hear about Apatow's next film?" Yes, I'm excited about The King of Staten Island. I'm really looking forward to that movie. Um, it was supposed to be at South by Southwest. Obviously, that's a big question mark of when it'll get released and how it'll get released, but I am very excited about checking that out. Next is a sports film I haven't seen, which is crazy because I try to watch sports movies sooner than later. Um, you know, but there's actually going to be another sports movie in this small stack. I just basically did up to numbers. So I think I'm doing like 16 titles today, not 20 or 25 like I did the other day. King of Staten Island's being released on digital June 12th. Like to buy or rent, that'll be one I'd pay money to rent if theaters aren't open by then. But the next film is 42, the Jackie Robinson story, which stars Chadwick Boseman as Jackie Robinson. Also stars Harrison Ford, Christopher Maloney, Lucas Black. It's a movie about Jackie Robinson, and I am very excited about checking this one out. Khaleesi. So I'm excited about checking this one out. That's pretty exciting news about the King of Staten Island being available to rent. I did not know that. So 42, just a hole in my collection of stuff I have not watched. I do want to see it. Bridget probably wouldn't super be into a movie like this, so this will be like when I need a guy flick to watch. This will be one that I'll have to check out sooner or later. A lot of people are saying it's a great movie. PletX2 says it's awesome. He found it at Goodwill for $2. I don't remember where I got this. I mean, it's still it's still factory sealed. Gets the rub. But yeah, haven't checked that out. Need to watch that. Next, a classic buddy cop comedy movie. Well, buddy cop, buddy con, and that is 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. Just a classic R-rated. This is from what, 1980? 1982. I wasn't far off. 48 Hours is it was a very popular movie in the 80s. Spawned another 48 Hours, which I don't like as much. I don't know if another 48 Hours ever got a Blu-ray release. I know it's on DVD. Um, but my personal favorite scene in this movie is when Eddie Murphy is in jail and he's singing Roxanne really loud with the headphones in his ear when Nick Nolte comes to find him, and that's my personal favorite scene of this movie. It is funny. It is a good '80s buddy cop comedy movie. I enjoy it. 48 Hours. Next up, classic Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore flick. And that is 50 First Dates. Ooh, excuse me. 50 First Dates is a great romantic comedy. Great chemistry between Barrymore and Sandler, as in Wedding Singer, as in Blended. They have great chemistry on screen together. It was great that they worked together so many times, in my opinion, because I thought they were fantastic. Plus, this has Sean Astin. I believe he plays her brother in it, and he's very good. Rob Schneider's in it. Dan Aykroyd. Jacob says he doesn't like this movie at all. Wow. Yeah, I personally enjoy this. I think it's a great romantic comedy. Well, when Adam Sandler was making consistently entertaining and good movies, unlike what he does now. Yeah, J2H is a big. J2H loves horror movies, but he also is a sucker for the rom com and the romance movie. Guy loves Nicholas Sparks and I Spit on Your Grave. So, the beautiful thing about film fans, we all love different things. Plaid X2 says, I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, I enjoy 51st Dates. It's been a while since I've watched it. Actually, this Blu ray is still factory sealed. I'm sure that'll have all sorts of residue under it because this has probably been a title in my collection for 15 years. It looks like it was released in '06. So, yeah, I've probably owned this movie for at least 12 to 13 years and it's still sealed. I've seen it. Andrew's in the house. What's going on, Andrew? J2H says Mr. Deeds was Sandler's last good comedy film. Disagree. Blended was good. The first Grown Ups is good. It's not great. Um, just go with it is fantastic. I feel like there's another one. Not Grown Ups 2, not Jack and Jill. Bedtime Story I consider more than a family movie. I consider it more of a family movie than a comedy. Jay Jarvis will be back in the house. J2H said, I lied, just go with it was good. Grown Ups was good because of everyone else but Sandler. Oh, I was not a fan of Murder Mystery, Noah. I thought that was brutal. Here's a fantastic film about friends and it's just a great movie. 50-50. You got Jonah Hill, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Anna Kendrick is in this. Angelica Houston. Who else? Bryce Dallas Howard is the one I always forget is in it. If you guys have not seen it, so Adam says, "What about That's My Boy?" I actually thought That's My Boy was a good movie. Let me rephrase that. It's an entertaining movie. It's not a great movie or a good movie. Um, Andrew says, I like Click. I enjoy Click as well. G2H says, is Watchmen on your list to watch? Watchmen is on my to watch list. Probably not this week, but I do want to watch Watchmen. I've never seen Watchmen. 50-50 is a fantastic movie. A very serious subject matter. Basically, Joseph Gordon-Levitt has cancer. He gets diagnosed with cancer, and he has a 50-50 shot of living. It explores his relationship with Seth Rogen, who's his best friend, and his mom's Angelica Houston. Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick is his therapist, who is very inexperienced. So, Adam says, are there movies worth picking up today? I talked about it earlier. Nothing really new. I do want to see Guns Akimbo. I was sent a digital copy of it by Lionsgate to review, so I'll try to get that watched in the next couple weeks and review it for you guys. Just One of the Guys is the big catalog release, and My Girl 2, two titles that have never been on Blu-ray before. Hank says, which version of Watchmen? I don't know which version I own. It's in a triple pack with V for Vendetta and I want to say Constantine. Yeah, I think it's the I don't know, the extended cut. I don't remember. I'd be lying. G2H says, was this better than Funny People? 50-50, yes. Funny People, I like the first hour of Funny People where they're talking about stand-up comedy, and then the movie's way too long and just kind of like it's way too drawn out. So yeah, 50-50, definitely a good flick. Movie Hunter says Mortal Kombat Legends Steelbook release at Target. Nice. Adam says Scorpion Revenge came out today. That's an animated film. Yeah, that I wouldn't have pulled out of stuff that was releasing, so that's my bad. I gotta remember to write it down next time because I had to go look it up in the middle of the live stream. Another awesome movie. This is actually a Canadian release, but it's not. I think I had to flip the artwork. Yeah, this has flippable artwork. and I was able to flip the artwork so that it didn't say, here, I'll show you guys what I mean. Oh no. Yeah. So there's English. That's the way I have it displayed. On the other side, it has French. So I was able to flip the artwork and just see the English. Joe says 54 was okay. Just okay, Joe? I really enjoyed 54. I love this kind of movie. It's about the Studio 54 in Hollywood. Fantastic cast. You got Mike Myers, Ryan Felipe, Nev Campbell, Selma Hayek. Who else is in this thing? Breckin Meyer. I know Mike Myers plays the club owner. He's very good in the movie. Joey Baseball posted 11 comments on my last video. I'll have to look into that. Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe, do you know when the video you and I did is going to drop so I can let people know, keep them posted on it? Joe and I had a great, probably like a 45-minute conversation. We didn't argue too much, but just a great conversation about movies, about the state of cinema. I was really happy with how it turned out. Real story is better in the movie. I actually got a Kino documentary about Studio 54, which I'm excited to check out. What was Mike Myers' last? I don't know. I'd have to look. Haven't seen it. I enjoy 54. I think it's a good movie. We got 5 more here, guys, and then we're going to wrap this up, keep it in an hour. This was the other sports movie I mentioned that I've never seen. This is an HBO film starring Thomas Jane and Barry Pepper. And this was directed by Billy Crystal, and that is 61, the story about Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle and the quest for 61 home runs in a season. I've never seen this. I don't know why. Like, certain movies just fall in a gap for me. Like I said, this isn't a movie that I can watch with RJ. It's not a movie that Bridget would be interested in, so it's something I'd have to watch on my own, and it's tough to kind of to lock that down. Jay's back. Hank's making dinner. Hank, take care. Joe Martinez says 61 is so good. Andrew says 61 is good. Yeah, so another baseball movie. At least with this stack, I've seen 80. I've seen everything except for like 3 movies in this stack, so it's a lot better than the first stack we went through. But yeah, 61, definitely need to check that out at some point. The next title I actually have 2 of, and that is 8 Mile. This is the 8 Mile Steelbook, and then I have this 8 Mile Steelbook. I love the artwork on this 8 Mile Steelbook here. Joe says the plan was for next week. I want to drop one of those conversations per week. But now I don't know if I should make the previous one public today as planned because of demonetization. It's being reviewed. So stay tuned, guys. Megapodtastics channel. Joe and I have a great video coming out together. A fantastic conversation that him and I had. Really was happy with it. I thought it turned out great. So, yeah, 8 Mile, an awesome movie. I'll never forget going to see this in theaters the Friday night it came out. Me, my buddy Seth, my friend Josh, went to the movies and saw this in an urban area. And the battle rap scenes, people were cheering and like yelling and screaming. It was such a fun experience in theaters. And just the movie's fantastic. Obviously, it's a semi-autobiographical film starring Eminem as the lead, B Rabbit, if you will. Kim Basinger plays his mom. Brittany Murphy plays his girlfriend, Mekhi Phifer. 8 Mile is such a great movie. I really love 8 Mile. Like I said, I have 2 different steelbooks because I love the movie and I love the artwork on both of them. You got Eminem writing the lyrics on his hand, which you naturally, it's the lyrics to Lose Yourself. And this is awesome. It has the microphone in the back. It says every moment is another chance. I love, there's uncensored battle raps in here. There's music videos and bonus features that are really great. those. Next is a flick I never saw. This will probably get added to a pile to watch when RJ's here at some point. I got this super cheap. I don't even remember where I got this. I remember just getting it for dirt cheap, and it is Nine. I don't know much about it. I saw the Tim Burton thing. I saw it's animated. Almost looks like Nightmare Before Christmas, Frankenweenie, that kind of situation. So I grabbed it. It's an hour and 20-minute runtime. Looks like it's voiced by Elijah Wood, John C. Riley, Jennifer Connelly, Christopher Plummer, Crispin Glover, Martin Landau. So um, directed by Shane Acker, music by Danny Elfman and Deborah Laurie. So produced by Tim Burton. We got Tim Burton Puke. We got Nine is Cool. Nine is a good flick. I've not yet watched it. So yeah, I don't know a ton about this. Like I said, I got it mainly because I thought RJ would be interested in checking it out, and it was, I want to say it was dirt cheap. I don't even remember, but it was pretty inexpensive. So we got that, and then last but not least today, this brings us up to the end of the numbers, and we'll dive into the A's on Thursday, and that is 99 Homes. This being a find from Dollar Tree. This is sealed, but I saw the movie when it came out. This movie's awesome. Probably one of the better Dollar Tree titles that they've had on Blu-ray. It's funny with this though, if you look at the back, and it's not really going to display well. Let's see here. Like, that's the quality of the back of this. It is very blurry. It almost looks like a bootleg. Even the front cover looks like screen printed, but it was made by a company. I'm trying to think of who released this. Hyde Park and Broad Green. This is like, I could swear this is a bootleg looking at it, but this is the legit release. It's just the way. Oh, Adam, take care. I'm about wrapping up here too. I'm ending in a few minutes, so have a good day. 99 Homes, fantastic. Michael Shannon, Andrew Garfield, Laura Dern is also in this movie. Excellent movie. Space Case says 99 Homes on Blu-ray for $1. That's a good deal. I totally agree. Um, that's why I had to snag it up. Plaid X2 says amazing performances. Michael Shannon's unbelievable. Martinez Joe says great film you recommended. See, guys, I know occasionally about a good film when I see it. Plaid X2 says killer film. Marie says great film. Andrew says I love that movie. I'm not leaving yet. Broad Green Pictures went out of business. Yes, I know, Noah. But just a fantastic movie. Talks about like the housing crash, and it's just a well done movie. Definitely one I'd recommend checking out if you haven't seen already. You might get lucky and come across this at Dollar Tree. So keep your eyes open. Jay says in 2 days I'm buying movies. Nice. J2H says occasionally. Occasionally I can pick out a good one. So Pledex2 says a fellow YouTuber grabbed it for me, a Dollar Tree sale and traded titles with me. So glad to have it. Nice. It's another great thing about the movie community. Like, if stuff wasn't going on, if I didn't have RJ, I'd probably try to hit up a few Dollar Trees this week. But just with everything going on, I'm laying low. But J2H, Martinez Joe, what's his name? I want to say Vinyl Master on Instagram looked out for me. Jess just sent me an Instagram message. Like, that's the awesome thing. Like, if people talk to each other, like me, Joe, Greg, Booth Babe Greg, and Jacob are in a group chat. We talk to each other about what titles we're looking for. The last sale, that was weird. Keeping an eye out for each other and swapping titles. And yeah, you pay shipping, but it's awesome. It's just great to be on the lookout for stuff, help other film fans. Andrew, yes, Dollar Tree has movies again. I would call first because some of them aren't putting them out till Friday, but other people found them as early as last Friday. So Yeah, Jacob tried to go yesterday and they wouldn't let him in because he needed a mask to go in. He's going to try to go back today. But like I said, that's one of the things I love. Vinyl Sickness. That is the guy who hooked me up. Thank you, Joe. Um, so it's the great thing about this community, though. Like, people looking out for each other, swapping titles, trying to find different things. There's been times where I've been in a Dollar Tree and I've called Joe and gone through every movie they have. I've called Jacob and gone through every Blu-ray. Greg's list is usually a lot smaller, but I still have a few things over there for Greg, including Preacher on Blu-ray, which I found at Dollar Tree for him. Um, so it's just, it's a great thing about the community, and yeah. So that's it for the rant. Like I said, I'm keeping this an hour. We're just over an hour now. I will be back on Thursday, probably the same time. I'm going to shoot for 9. Sorry. I'm going to shoot for 9:45, so be on the lookout. Apparently, YouTube's not notifying people, so I'm going to try to be live at 9:45. So keep refreshing, and hopefully, I see a lot of you guys tomorrow. Dropping April reviews part 1. Saturday, I'm dropping a video with an auction haul. You guys will see that. So I'm going to wrap up. John Hine, take it easy, bro. Yeah, give me some thumbs up if you guys don't mind. I appreciate it. Take care, Aaron. What else? See Ollie. I try, man. I try. Martinez Joe says Rick hooked me up a lot with Dollar Tree. And there's been times where Joe's found all the good stuff at Dollar Tree and I haven't found anything. Yes. Go check out Martinez Joe's new video. It's an unboxing that started being discussed a few weeks ago in this live stream via chat. And it's pretty amazing, guys. So check out Joe's channel and see what he got. And it's absolutely nuts. Andrew, take care. Thank you, Marie. Same to you, Gary and Joe, of course. Jonathan, take it easy, bro. Noah, see you Thursday. Like I said, review video tomorrow. Haul video Saturday. That's kind of going to be the schedule for a while. And, oh, wow. How are you getting Bloodshot already? It doesn't come out till next week. Jay Jarvis must have the inside scoop. Joey Hockey Puck, take care. Joey Baseball wasn't here, guys. Did anybody else miss him? I missed him a little bit. I would have disregarded about 75% of what he said, but, I missed him not being here and arguing with everyone. So that's it, guys. As always, thank you for checking this out. Be sure to check out my other videos. Subscribe if you don't already. And until next time, guys, who's down to movie?